Good morning and welcome to the Gray Barn. This morning we're going to visit with our vendor Re-loved with Hart. Her vendor code is DNT and she is a 20% off vendor. Since we last visited this booth, there have been some changes. Filled in the shelf on the top and the walls are filled in, and some of the furniture that was here when we last visited have sold. I featured this gorgeous oak desk last week in a post that I cannot believe is still here. This is oak. You don't have to use it as a desk. It's a lovely entryway table. The back does have a panel. It has a single drawer. Cute little drawer. This is oak. And there's the price and the dimensions. So that would be 118, right? No, wait. 100 be 80. 20, yeah. So that'd be 118. Which is a fantastic price for furniture. Unfortunately, we do not ship the furniture. So, and there's been a lot of nice changes in here. So we have some nice crystal. 30 becomes 24, 25 becomes 20. For our local folks, you may absolutely pick these lamps up, but we're not going to be shipping these. This one's 88. And it's always off of the lower price as long as it doesn't say firm. So our 15 becomes $12. Look at these cuties hanging out on this little shoe for just $11.20. And then we have the pair of bookends for $24. They are for Storia. Aren't they beautiful? Some more glass dishes. Beautiful set here. Marked down to $50, so that would be $40 for our the cocoa pot and the 4 cups. $7.20 on the $9 saucer. These are each price. They are $6.40 each. This one back here is $9.60, stand not included. Looks like that Royal Albert. It is Royal Albert Petit, 0.12 for the set. So that's the open sugar, because remember it used to be sugar cubes. And we do get the tongs in from time to time. We sell them right out. So, and again, if you are purchasing and you're one of our regular folks, note we are not doing shipping this week, and it might take me a little bit of time to come back here and look for the items for you. $5.60, but there is a hairline crack in that. These cute little chicken and rooster, they're each sold separately. The chicken is $17.60. There is some cold paint loss. Our rooster is $20. And of course, there's some longer burger in here. 7 pieces total for $44. So you get the stand, the 2 baskets, the inserts. One even has a ceramic insert in it. We even have some lids in here. Porcelain plates. And there's a jar full of curlers. I remember as a kid going into the supermarket, and you'd always see some woman walking around with these curlers in their hair. My mother would say with her thick German accent, "That's not right. You don't leave the house like that." So $7.20 on that copper pan there. These are nice. These are the larger ones. $8 each. So we have one that has the candelabra on the top. You can see there's some scratches, and this one has a nice still life of teapot, strawberries and shakers and stuff. So again, I'm not going to have time to be running over here and pulling up the lace packages and stuff, but at the end of the day, we are closing today at 5 as usual, and then vendors are coming in to start getting ready for tomorrow for our weekend event. Our neighbor next door has already started hers, 30% off the statuary over at the Andover Village. Now she brought these in Wednesday, and they're just, and again, 20% off, so 17 would be what? I don't know, whatever 20% off of that is. I can do sub numbers in my head easily. And it'd be 8, 5, 60. So $13.60 on that one. 20 becomes 16, 18. Oh, look at this guy. He'd be $14.40. Look at all the nice little buttons on this guy. That's really nice. And they're all so gently loved. They're made from old quilts and just done so beautifully. A lot of work goes into these. This guy needs a little bit of a repair here. We even have some bigger guys here. Look at this one for $14.40. You just cuddle up with that guy right there. Cat in the front for $9.60, little sitting doggy in the back for $8, and here we have a pig for $9.60. So if you love quilts, you love vintage quilts, you don't have any more. I mean, you always have room for more quilts, but you need to put some stuff on those quilts. So these are just beautiful little plushies. This is gorgeous, $88. And then we have the little carpet beaters that are, I'd say probably the 80s, $9.60 on each of those, and they're both the goose with the hearts. And again, just reach out, either send me the timestamp or an actual clear picture so I can get you that information. These are nice little napkin ring holders. $12. So again, we are visiting with Re-loved with Hart. Take 20% off items not marked firm. I'll put this here where it sits better. $12 on that 3-piece little set there. $8 on this candle holder, $9.60 on the milk glass here. Not shipping. Oh, I guess you could probably, but it would take quite a bit of packaging. $15.20 on that. $8 on that little guy there. She brought in some more nice tins. This is a neat bottle for just $8. Lavoris here is $11.20. We can ship this one, so if you're thinking of doing the knots with the hankies to display your hankies, the spoon holders like that do work great for that. There's a lot of those on Pinterest. Let me just show this because I know people always love these. $6.40 on this one. Larger one, not so sure Dawn can ship, but that one's $20. Darth Vader hanging out here in the middle of nowhere for $5.60. No lightsaber. Good price on this guy. Repaired bottom, $5.60. Oh yeah, they actually were still using this, and they sealed it up with some pink caulk there to keep it going, but I know most people just like to display them like that. And each Prince Albert is $8.80. We have not let him out of the can yet. I love all these old. $8 on the Wonder Paste, no wash. That is fortunately empty. Our Phillies tin is $11.20. And again, we won't be shipping until next week. That becomes $7.20. $6.40 on the little plate it sits on. $8 for the tap. We have the event this weekend, so Don's not packaging. $12 on the smaller, $9.60. $9.60 on the masher. This is the insert, $6.40 of a toolbox, but you can see this is just the top part of it. So you have that nice little metal tray that you can use for making cute little vignettes and such, and just carrying your stuff around if you need to. Croquet set, not shippable, but if you're looking for one around here and you are local and you want an authentic vintage one, we have it. A nice one here. How much are you? You are, there it is. I was going to say, she's one of my better ones with not forgetting tags. $8 on the Foley. So this one would sit on top of your pot, and you would do your mashing there, straining your foods. And Madonna for $16. Beautiful crystal salt and pepper shakers for $16. Large cup and saucer for $8. Another teapot back there for $16. $6.40 on this pretty little dish. Some flower petals broken off, $12.80 on that one. Ooh, nice set of bowls. $22.40 on the berry bowls. Those are nice and antique. $11.20 for that guy. $3.20 as is on that one. Catalogs are always great for your junk journaling. So that Johnson Smith catalog 1929, I'm sure, is filled with lots of great pictures. Oh, this just came in. She does this so nobody takes any of the extra pieces. There are a few pieces missing. It is $27 and then 20% off. Missing holy water and candles. But it's a beautiful sick box. So very nice on that one. Here's a nice tin. That is $12.80. $48. $12 on that nice little casserole. $8 on that picture frame. I'm going to come back here and look at the items on the table. Okay, let's see this larger sugar for $14.40. Adorable little teapot, 7.5 by 10. Marked down, so that one's on sale for $20. This cute little primitive berry cup for $9.60. Let's see, here we have this smaller set. The sugar probably had a lid. I don't think that was an open sugar. $12 on that one. This one would be the open sugar. $14.40 on that set. Okay, and we have a couple of nice little shoes. The amber for $11.20. The little porcelain one for, it would be what, 10 would be 8, 1040. $17.60 on the working folding travel clock. Very good price on that. $16 on the pretty porcelain tray that they're sitting on. Souvenir hankies, New York for $16. And then this lovely lady hanky pouch as well. She is $24. Our fans, $14.40 and $12.80. The basket they're sitting in is $12.80. Pillow cover for $5.60. And I just want to get this tray in there. That would be $15.20 on that nice green tray. A little bit of rust on it. Another longer burger. This one is a pickup. So that'd be $1.99 and 20% off. I don't have any measurements on that. Nice. This table rolls really well. $48 on this. It's got the wood top and then the industrial green metal legs with the wheels. It rolls very well. Here's another one of those little guys, the quilted guys for $14.40. And then we have this nice little jewelry box for $20. And she does have the measurements on the tag. Box of buttons for $7.20 and the jar of buttons $8.80. And then up here we have some beautiful white pieces. The cotton is sold separately. So we have this nice ironstone pitcher, $38, and then and then 20% off of that. This one is as is $5.60. So there's there it is. I see a nice, there's a big hairline right there. And then we have this one here for $20. Westmoreland 9x5 1/4. And again, the cotton is sold separately. And then for pickup, there's this lovely cabinet and a couple more things. So I'm going to step back just so we can see. She also has 2 bookcases in the back as well as a shelf in the lock case. Oh, I do want to show this for our local folks. Gorgeous light for $60. So you can see the detail on it, how nice it is. Got a nice long chain. So thank you for taking your time out this morning or afternoon or at night, because you can watch us 24/7 on our YouTube channel right here. And I hope you have a wonderful day.